Why, hello there, fellow colonists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Pacifists. Episode 5. A golden colonist joins the Peaceniks. At this point, I think we can vote on what the next priority is. So what should I build next? Ideology room, bedrooms, more security, workshop, stock room, power and farming. Because if I want to grow light, I would need increased power. So grow light, farming, and power, or other viewer suggestions. What do you guys think? 2.5 minutes on the board. Leave it up to you. The reason why I didn't do a robot room is the robots that we can make at the moment. Like, I just have a lot else going on. Like, I have a 3-year-old that I need to protect and a prisoner I need to protect. So I didn't want to have too many spinning plates. I certainly could have, though. Nothing really stopping me. Wanderer join. Oh, okay. Accept. Their name is Golden. Kind, vow of nonviolence. They're allowed. There's nothing prohibiting them, so, Golden. Welcome. Raffle timer up. Good luck in the raffles, my subs. So, construction, mining, and plants. Honestly, could not have asked for any better. That is insane. Super lucky. So, they also cook. Holy hell. Like, could you be any more, great? Good God, man. And, I unfortunately don't really have a place for you to sleep. So, you're gonna sleep here for now, but, like, we'll do better eventually. It looks like you guys want me to build bedrooms, potentially. So, the problem of, like, where to put people for sleeping may be solved. Given that they plant cut, the other thing I could do is to shrink this. So let me show this zone, unhide. I could expand my grow zones. Or just like wild harvest. So I'm going to have him wild harvest. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him prioritize grow and plant cut over construction and mining. And that's because we have more mouths to feed, and I think it would be very handy to have more food. In terms of assignments, that looks right. Cool. Cheers. And Noisy Boy, thank you for the resub. And Prismo too, if I forgot to mention that. Quantum, what is your deal? So I think a pretty good bar to meet before I allow Crimson and Quantum to share a bed is for me to have at least them to have a dedicated bedroom so that the colonists don't have to watch them get busy. It's a low bar, but I think that's a reasonable threshold to meet. And we're going to call this bedrooms. So let's plan out the bedrooms. In order to plan out the bedrooms, I want to know where the dimensions of this non-overhead mountain is. Because I'm planning on having the cooling column. Right now I run the risk of infestations, and I eventually want to design a base that does not. In order to do that, I need way more protective clothing, because the clothing that my colonists have is not good enough. Which means parkas and toques for everybody. Which also means I'm going to need to, like, plant at least cloth which I currently do not have. But I'm going to make 5 toques out of cloth with Tim. Because Tim does not need that, he doesn't need the air wire. You know, I can get rid of that. So in order to figure out what the dimensions of that will look like, I'm going to actually put golden on mining. And we're going to mine out all of the thin rock roof here so that I can figure out exactly what my exhaust tunnels would look like. And then once I know the dimensions of the exhaust tunnels, I'll plan out the bedrooms. And I think I've already built the trade, right? Yeah, the trade beacon is valid. Cool. So I'll take that off of the priority. Host prisoner. And build bedrooms. So I think it's probably going to be more reasonable to have the grow light here, because this looks like just a very open spot for like hydroponics once I have more power generation. So this will just be like the exhaust chem fuel area. And I just want to excavate it to figure out where the air conditioners are going to go. So the air conditioners are going to be lined up along this wall to freeze the base once everyone has insulating clothing, to negate the risk of infestations. Because infestations don't pop up immediately, so it does give me a little bit of time to prepare for it, allowing me to position my colonists in a spot that won't get them immediately killed. But I don't, you know, infestations are scary enough that that I would like to stop all infestations. And the way to do that is to freeze my living area, or freeze the entire base to -17 Celsius or colder. And hey, turtle, you're a golden turtle now. Do you want your nickname to be Golden Turtle? No, I'll just have it be Turtle. So I think all my plans are currently hidden now. That's good. And this might be the southern extent of what I'm... Yeah, okay. This is going to be the southern extent of that I mine out. I'm not going to need more freezes than this. So I'm not going to go any further south than that. So this gives me a pretty good idea of the region I have to work with. So let's go back to planning. The plan here is as follows. I'm going to have a stockpile zone here. And then the ideology room here. I am going to need a throne room for Tim, hypothetically. Which could be possibly here. Which means the exhaust tunnels are going to be along the overhead mountain line, because that's where the coolers are going to be. And the exhaust tunnels can run like this. If I don't think it's going to be reasonable within the scope of this stream for him to hit Archon. But if he did hit Archon, it needs to be a throne room of like 80 tiles, and this is 91, so it's big enough. So this is the exhaust hallway. And given that this is the exhaust hallway, perhaps we can have... It's not unreasonable to have some of the bedrooms here. Let's have 2 bedrooms here. And then queue up the other bedrooms down this way. At the moment, I only need 4 bedrooms, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, because they're sharing. So something like that. and then we can continue to having bedrooms over here. And as far as I know, there's no like thin rock roof or anything that's going to interfere with this plan. Which means that we are going to mine 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms. This will connect to the exhaust corridor. Three bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. Nice. I'm going to hide the plans. There we go. That's where the bedrooms will go. The bedrooms are... If this is the exhaust corridor, the exhaust corridor can be a little wider. I can put batteries in there or something. But that means that I'm going to have, like, vents on the back of the bedrooms. Or on the front of the bedrooms, depending. So I'll do 2 vents, 2 vents, 2 vents, 2 vents. And that's so that they can be deeply frozen once it's needed. So our ideology room will be like a thoroughfare. Works for me. Prisoner, you doing all right? You are pretty hungry. Are we not? We should be feeding you. What's going on with that? Oh, there we go. I just had yet to be queued up. Feels strange not having this mountain have hallways 3 wide. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. The reason why I don't is I don't really have the mechs to be the brawlers for that. Which is why I haven't done the, like, standard 3 wide hallways. Because in a pinch, having one mech be able to just, like, hold the ground is better. I'm a little worried about 3 wide hallways, because in order to stop an incursion for the benefit of the 3 wide hallway, you kind of need 3 brawlers, and I have 0 brawlers. So that's why I don't have a brawler-centric base design. Yeah, we can't really benefit from choke points, which is why I didn't incorporate them. Exactly. A tremendous edifice. It's about 800-ish blocks. This is a skill trainer of artistic, and a tox gas book, a map for a quest, and plasteel, a rec book, and uranium. Do we accept the quest? It's not a tremendous amount of things to build. Whether you think it's worth us dedicating the manpower, that's up to you. We have 3 days to think it over. 2.5 minutes, in fact, to think it over. Hey Stash, how'd you sleep after yesterday's stream? Party! Crimson is throwing a party to celebrate Tim's newly bestowed powers. Everyone who goes will gain recreation and social energy, and a long-lasting mood. Sounds good to me. Sorry, Nightbird, you're not invited. Because you don't have legs. It's so sad. Oh, dang it. Thank you, Turtle, for helping stop the fire. Does the monument have a will raid if broken? Yes. 28 man-hunting sparrows. Which honestly could be to our advantage. Because we could build a monument And then if we ever get it raided by people, we can just break a part of the monument, and all of a sudden we have 28 sparrows helping to defend our base. So, party unfortunately just got called off. Thanks, fire. Thanks, Boom Shroom. Replacing the walls of this farm with stone might not be a terrible idea in the future. Because, steel walls is a bit of a party pooper. And that was just a Boom Shroom maturing up past its allowed age and going kaboom. Because they're essentially like plant-based boomalopes. "30 seconds left to vote on whether you think we should take the quest." Oh, we found steel. Awesome. And machinery. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, I really didn't need to mine that hallway all the way there, but, well, whatever. Doesn't hurt. Let's see if the home zone... Yeah, it needs to be adjusted. Well, that's an unfortunate loss of a party. A party to celebrate Tim would have been nice. Looks more and more like an anthill? Yeah, it sure does. Raid. Moi Boo. I didn't name the factions, but that's a silly one. They are running in frag grenades. That's scary-ish. Okay. Mechs, shelter in place. Everyone else, shelter in place. And then I'm going to adjust the shelter in place. Shelter in the base. And then close the base. Okay. So there's a valid path into the base. They're going to go through deadfall traps. They're probably not going to make it into the base, I'd imagine. They're going to get squashed. Oh, and we found even more compacted machinery. Cool. Oh, God. Freaking frightening noise. Were you a jogger or something? Because you got here real quick. You were a jogger. And first group is fleeing. Mechs, you are unrestricted. And I'm going to keep sheltering our people so they don't have to see the corpses. It's already bad enough that we're going to have the someone died stacks up to 3. But I don't need the saw corpse stack up to 3 paired with that, because that's just going to be extra upsetting. Deserter. Not going to take it, because that's just going to upset a faction. And you guys think I should take this quest? So, next question is, what reward? We have got Rec, Book, and Uranium. We have got Quest Map and Plasteel. Or Art Trainer and Talks Book. I spelled map wrong, but whatever. Yep. There you go. Vote on that now. Oh, we have a broken generator. And your mood is pretty good. The fine meals is compensating for the fungus cooked. I mean, you have a comfortable bed. Yeah, you're fine. Plague. Oh, well that sucks for you, bud. I will allow industrial meds, because I don't really have non-industrials. And I kind of don't want you to die. We are supposed to minimize loss of life. So congratulations, you're the first one to actually take real meds in our entire colony. Turtle, what's wrong with you? Oh, yeah. People died. You're somewhere hideous. No. Given that I now have more farming capacity, I do not think it's unreasonable to fire up some more of the lavish meals. To have Tim make lavish meals for us, and then if and when I'm running low on nutrifungus, I can always just grow nutrifungus in the fertile soil that is unwalled. Because there's really not... I don't think it's going to be eaten often enough to matter. And then if we do want to wall it up, I can always wall it up whenever I want. So once these rooms are not awful, I'll move people in. Major break risk. Quantum, guess what? You get to counsel him. What was my counsel chance? 64? That's good enough. Okay, well, that didn't work. But he's eating lavish meals, so, like, his mood's heading in the right direction. Other things I could do for him. I could have him do burning passion stuff. So let's do that. I had just mentioned maybe growing some more. So I'm going to shrink the zone of the dedicated tree cut. And instead, grow some more nutrifungus out here. So that we can really amass a lot of nutrifungus. And the time he spends... The time Turtle will spend out here cutting or growing will have him get rid of his, like, stuck indoors and also gain the whole burning passion. So it's doubly beneficial. I could give him silo caps. Again, I'm trying to avoid it because silo caps put you at a well, I'll give him one and show you why. How's that? It puts you at a remarkable movement speed disadvantage, allowing you to get murdered by stuff way, way, way easier. Right? So your global work speed plummets, your consciousness plummets. And you will not, as a result of your consciousness plummeting, you will not be able to move very fast. Meaning that natural animal predators could kill you, raiders could kill you. You're basically just, like, super vulnerable. So it looks like Art Trainer and Tox Gas Book is going to be the popular choice here. I don't really have anyone to take the Art Trainer, but we can sit on it. Maybe Nightbird can become an artist. I mean, who knows? But there we go. Quests. Accept. And here's the monument marker. And this monument, we can plop right there. No, right. Oh, where is the marshy soil? There we go. And almost the all the mining that we want done for this hallway is finished. So now it's just a matter of constructing, but luckily Crimson is absolutely crack-whacked for speed. So it should be no problem at all. And traps are back. I hope to not rely on traps so much. I will rely more on turrets than traps once we have a stockroom. I don't want fighting here right now because it would destroy my stuff. So once we have a place for this elsewhere, I can do more turrets, less traps, because traps are just super steel inefficient. They're just... It's not worth me using my turrets at the moment because of the risk it would incur. I think it will make sense to do one bedroom at a time to move people in faster. So we'll do this bedroom first and then work our way to the other bedrooms. Do you think pacifists who don't like chopping up animals are likely to butcher people? No, we don't butcher people. Ever. I mean, you can see that if you don't believe in cannibalism, butchering human likes is abhorrent. So that would be sort of terrible for us to do. It's not necessarily prohibited, but it would be terrible all the same. This building, I'm going to try to make as much of it as wood as possible. Really? It can basically... Because wood is like a pretty renewable resource. Yeah, most of it's going to be out of wood. Very flammable. Quantum. I think I'm going to have you stone cut over research, because we just have a massive backlog of chunks, and it's going to be really helpful to you, like, get through that backlog. Zone you closer because you're slow? You're already set to shelter in the base. In fact, everybody is. So you're going to be zoned to home, and everyone else will be sheltered to avoid corpses. Yeah, you weren't allowed to leave anyway already. Imperial waste pack delivery. 143 waste packs. I'm going to say no. The rewards suck for that much waste. So no thanks. This prisoner's here for only a week. It was 11 days at total, so we're about a third of the way through. And then the flagstone here we'll put as sandstone flagstone. Because soon Quantum will be helping to cut the stone. Alright, your silo caps are done, so you can be avoid corpse dump, helping outside in the farms. So grow and plant cut is going to be your high priority now. You can go timber shrooming. It would make sense for me to have a temporary stockpile here for wood. And for sandstone. And then Quantum, I'm going to have you cut stone. Overcraft. Sapo, thank you for the chair, man. Pretty functional base, considering we've been here for 28 days. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I'm glad that our numbers are starting to grow. It's going to be real helpful. So I'm assuming you're over the plague? Yep. Cool. And this monument has to stay standing for 67 days, so we're definitely going to be able to destroy this monument for the benefit of manhunting sparrows at some point, which will be nice. I mean, that's not a lot of manpower, the sparrows, that is, but it'll give us a little bit of combat oomph, for sure. All right, I'm not going to bother hauling the chunks anymore. I'll just move the stone cutter to where the chunks are. Yeah, Turtle gets lucky. I mean, honestly, just like, if you're a subscriber and you're like chilling here, there's not a lot of people that try to enter these raffles, so it's almost inevitable that you'll win a bunch. Monument done. One of the benefits of the monument, it will speed up our research because I'll actually have a book in the library. So, bookshelf. Actually, I'm going to put the bookshelf here closer to the rec room. And I'm going to sit on the art trainer, because if you don't have a passion in art, you almost don't benefit from the art trainer, so I'm not even going to bother with anyone doing that yet. Oh, do we not have... lavish meals is better, I guess, for him than the other meals that we're making, so forget the other meals. Forget the fine meals. What's funny is he's not even assigned for fine meals. He's assigned for lavish meals, isn't he? His, oh no, he's set to vegetarian. Oh! Alright, let's fix that. My bad. Turtles just bribe Nightbot? Yeah, maybe a little bit. So once he's not in serious pain and sick due to his, like, plague, he should be a lot happier, and therefore posing a lot less of a risk to escape. Tim, I am surprised. I guess there's just been so much stuff to cook and construct that you just haven't had time to tailor. So I'm going to set this to 3-3, so we can actually make those toques. Not that the base is cold enough to require them yet, but they will be eventually. Big picture planning. Is there a reason why we can't combine our ideology room? No biotech buildings allowed, no work facilities allowed, but I think ideology and royalty rooms can be combined, and rec rooms for that matter. So maybe what we'll do is to have this be... Yeah, I might move this jade wall at some point and just have like one giant ideology rec royalty room as a combined facility amongst all three. Something like that. And now we're toking. So this room is all set for someone. Tim will move you in. And we'll try to cut the stone that's there. Coffee delivery. And then Nightbird is no longer in a barracks, which will keep her mood happier. I'm a little worried about her learning, because, like, there is nothing I can do for her learning. She's paralyzed. So, she's sort of stuck, stunted. But, yeah, oh well. Apparel policy. There's something else I want to do for the apparel policy, so I'm going to say no armor. At all. Including, so that flak jacket comes off, so we move faster. And then, yeah, that's all I'll do for now. Is Tim's room big enough for the highest level royal? Not yet, but, like, I don't need to do that yet. You can always have a bigger bedroom later on down the line. Alright, so one bedroom is done. We're going to do the other ones. There's next bedroom, and Quantum's going to get rid of all the chunks in there, so it's actually a nicer room. Nightbird has paralygabasia. She's paralyzed for like 25 more days. Yep, 25 more days. But it could clear. There's a chance for it to just like randomly be cured. Just a low chance. And then if we had Glitterworld meds, which we don't, we could cure her. There's a operation to cure paralygabasia, but you would need Glitterworld meds to do it. So the infusion requires 10 glit meds, and we have 0, so we can't just... I mean, if I had it, I would do it in a heartbeat. So we could actually start teaching her stuff, but no joy on that yet. So prisoner for 5 more days. And, yeah, things are moving along. Base looks decent-ish. Yeah, so her next growth cycle is gonna suck. Her growth tier will be stunted. For sure. There's nothing I can do about that. Which is, it is what it is. Now, this next bedroom, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it be a double bedroom for Quantum and Crimson, and I'm still going to have them avoid pregnancy until I'm a bit better set up, but they still could potentially get pregnant, and that's fine. I'm having them avoid it because I don't really have, like, you know, the facilities to accommodate a baby, but if they make a baby, you know, oh well, whatever. And then these bedrooms, or these beds, are freed up. And this one's better for strapping than the one we gave strapping, so I'm going to switch it around. Is steel bed better than a wooden one? They're the same quality. So beds, in terms of sleeping speed, either can be metallic, woody, or stony. If it's metallic or woody, it has the same sleep speed. If it's stony, it's slower. So these are the materials that beds can be made out of. So steel, gold, silver, plasteel, wood, uranium, redwood is a mod. Well, Alpha Memes mod, but all have the same sleep speed. One advantage over steel over wood is steel beds burn slower. Wooden beds are more flammable. So, in a way, wood beds are actually inferior, and they have lower HP. They're inferior to steel beds, but it really depends on how you want to measure. Jade is not stony for some sleep reason. I think actually it is. I forget. Hold on. Let's see. Jade double bed is fully rest effective. Apparently it is a stony, which counts as a metallic or something, but yeah. So Jade would be fine. You just want to avoid stone. if you want to, because stone then has the rest effectiveness 90%. But yeah, this one's fine. And they're going to be over the moon happy because they're now sharing a bed. And they have a decent bedroom. And Tim has a decent bedroom, so we're getting the bedrooms together. Oh, work drive on Crimson again. There's always more mining and construction tasks, so I might as well just keep work driving her. Alright, next up will be maybe Nightbird's bedroom, because this is eventually going to be a hospital here. Because it's close to the kill box. That's why we wanted it to be a hospital. It will need vents, though. Wiki says it's always refers to non-stone and jade. Yeah, so jade is like the weird exception. Jade is definitely like... I think if RimWorld was to be coded today, or jade rather to be added into RimWorld today, it would not be classified as stony because it's like a weird material. Especially jade knives. The tribal start with a jade knife. You can't make a jade knife, but you can start with one. So jade knives are not manufacturable, but they do exist. It's a weird sort of like, you know, head scratcher of a material for sure. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld The Pacifists, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon one time only. Because it was streamed one time only, feedback cannot be incorporated, so there's no need for it in the comments. But if you have any questions for me, let me know down below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Adios.